Hi guys, it's Mrs. Santiago here to go over the notes with you for El Desayuno y las Bebidas. I am in your OneNote, Chapter 6, Food and Meals. I'm on page 12, El Desayuno y las Bebidas Notes. I'm going to get rid of the table of contents and make the page big so that you can see what I'm writing in. So this is our second to last set of notes, and here we're going to be covering, you can see the meal that's blocked out. Kind of a special meal, a little bit different than the other three. So this one is El Desayuno. I like it because it's got the word uno at the end, and it is the primero, the first meal of the day, desayuno. We can have El Cereal, cognate. So this is los huevos. So plural, los huevos. If you're only having one, right, it would be el huevo. Notice the H is silent, but there are a lot of vowels. El huevo. Okay, los huevos. You could talk about, if you want to talk about 12 of them, by the way, that's a docena, a dozen. Two words for bacon, right? El tocino or la tocineta. We already had this one on our meat and seafood list. When you put el pan in la tostadora, you end up with la tostada. Los panqueques, cognate, but it's Q-U-E, so los panqueques. Los huevos fritos. So now we're saying how we want them cooked, right? Los huevos fritos. We have la salchicha, sausage. That one was also on our meats list. Now, juice, you're going to hear el jugo or el zumo if you're in Spain. And then you add what kind of juice. So these all get added after the word juice. So you can say el jugo de naranja for orange juice. In Puerto Rico, el jugo de china, which is weird. They call it a china. And then el jugo de manzana for apple juice. El jugo de uva is grape juice. Then we have el yogurt. Then we have las donuts, or you might hear las doñas or los buñuelos. Three different ways to talk about deliciously fluffy donuts. Next page is our drinks. So the verb beber is to drink, so it shouldn't surprise me or you that it is las bebidas. Right? You can see the word beber at the beginning. The first one, la leche. When you can't drink it, you are lactose intolerant, and I can kind of see that. I'm going to fix my glass because it doesn't really look like it came out, so don't get confused. That is, in fact, a gallon of milk. Okay, so there's a handle right there. Okay, so la leche. The next one is el café. El café, and I feel like the same issue. Our cup is not showing, so I'm going to draw it in. And in fact, it is sitting on el platillo. Okay, so el café con la taza y el platillo. This is what I drink. We're still missing a little bit of the handle and a little bit of the lip, but not bad. This is el té. El té. If you have a bunch of different juices, it would be los jugos or los zumos. If you know Mrs. Santiago well, you'll know that I drink this all the time. El té frío or el té helado, iced tea. El té frío or el té helado. Bunch of words for this. You might hear los refrescos is what I use. Los refrescos. But sometimes these are called las gaseosas. And that's because they have bubbles, right? Gas in them. Las gaseosas. Los refrescos, like refreshments. La limonada. El agua. It's one of those ones that doesn't match, right? It's not a mistake. It's el agua. El chocolate caliente. La sangria, which is kind of a cultural drink. It's like a fruit with wine in it. And then el vino. In Spain, they drink a lot of vino. El vino. Remember, V is like V, but it's also B. Vino or vino. Okay, and that's the end of the vocabulary of drinks and breakfast. Let's just read them back once. El vino, la sangría, el chocolate caliente, el agua, la limonada, los refrescos, las gaseosas, el té helado, los jugos, el té, el café, la leche, las bebidas. Las donuts, las doñas, los buñuelos, el yogurt, el jugo de naranja, el jugo de manzana, el jugo de uva, el zumo, la salchicha, los huevos fritos, los panqueques, el pan, la tostada, el tocino, la tocineta, los huevos, el huevo, mistake, el huevo, docena de huevos, el cereal, el desayuno. And that is page 12, el desayuno y las bebidas notas. Gracias.